And my brothers and sisters, one of the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that needs to be reflected on this earth through you and I as agents is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-adl. He is the most just. And therefore you and I must be people fighting, standing for justice and not giving up. And I take this Jummah to remind us, because I know it's difficult, because we've done a lot. We've done a lot to help the people who are being violated, the people who are being treated unjustly. We've been donating, we've been advocating, we've been calling, we've been making dua, we've been doing it, right? But yet we see the trajectory today doesn't look very good. And it seems to be getting worse. And this is one of the most difficult things to deal with. But I will mention, although outwardly we see it getting worse, remember the believer understands that from an unseen perspective, from a spiritual perspective, it's getting better. This is the understanding of the reality, because those people who are being violated are being elevated with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And those people who are violating are being debased by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But in addition to this, the perseverance to keep on trying and to keep on going is something that we need to remind and revive ourselves with. The example of the Anbiya, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, beautiful inspiration, 950 years before change. Musa alayhi salam, with his back against the wall, Kalla inna ma'ya rabbi sayahdeen. No, my Lord is with me, He will guide me. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, years of persecution in Mecca. My brothers and sisters, the prophets teach us what we should do in these times where we're not seeing the change. And what they teach us is to not give up. What they teach us is to keep on fighting. What they teach us is to keep on advocating and standing for justice. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, إِنَّهُ مَن يَتَّقِ وَيَصْبِرْ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُضِيعُ أَجْرَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. That the one who has this God consciousness and they persevere, they continue to strive for the sake of God, the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah will never allow to be wasted the reward of those good doers, the efforts of those good doers. The efforts that we put forth are an investment that comes with return in this life and the next life. But anyone who is familiar with finances and business, you know about an investment that in most cases the return doesn't come right away. That there's a waiting period, that it comes slow, it trickles in. Every bit of effort we put forth for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for standing for justice and working for righteousness and peace and security for all, is an investment. And insha'Allah we will see the return in this life and the next life. ألا إن نصر الله قريب. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.